Chris, thank you so much for taking time to chat with Bridgestone. Literally the day after you win the Genesis Scottish Open, you shot 15 under, 4 under, 66 on Sunday to win by 2. You won with Bridgestone's Tour BX Mindset Ball. It's your second PGA Tour win. You're in the Open Championship this week at Royal Portrush, moving to the top 50 in the world for the first time. You're in the Masters next year. Chris, congratulations on the big win. How would you describe the whirlwind of the last 24 hours?
Definitely still hasn't like sunk in yet, but it was cool going to the locker room this morning and everyone giving you congrats and just saying it was awesome to watch. So that's cool. And yeah, I mean, obviously really exciting all that stuff. A lot of firsts will be coming from this, but yeah, I'm definitely trying to catch up on some sleep and I'm probably gonna take a nap after this.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, debriefing on the tournament, it was a big final group that you were competing in against on Sunday, playing against major champions when at the time you'd only competed in three majors yourself. What was the mindset going into Sunday, competing against players that you grew up watching on TV?
I really was trying to just focus on my game and what the course was giving me and how I was going to go about playing the course with the wind conditions and stuff like that. I really was really focused on myself, which I think was a good thing in the end. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun and there was a lot of people out there and I liked playing spoiler a little bit.
How much were you able to lean on the win in Myrtle Beach last year to be able to stay present in your own game when you're playing with the number two ranked player in the world?
Yeah, I think I definitely drew some experience off that and really just trying to focus on, like I said, I really was trying to not focus on what Rory was doing or what Wyndham was doing. It was really just what can I do to get to 15 under, or what can I do to get to 16 under. Um, because you have to expect that those guys are going to make a run at some point. And luckily they didn't make a crazy run, and I played well enough to kind of hold them back.
Well, it was a really big moment on the 16th hole where you made that clutch birdie to regain a two-shot lead. When you were setting up that shot, how do you optimize the mindset part of your golf ball when it comes to gathering the data, visualizing, and focusing in on that moment?
Yeah, off the tee, I definitely use it just as a reference point of just something to, I've talked with Jason about it a little bit as well, and just it just provides a little bit more clarity on what I'm doing and maybe a little bit more focus, rather than just being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit this down the left. It's like really, all right, I'm gonna do this, and focus on the green dot and let's go. Um, so yeah, I think it's definitely been a nice benefit to my game.
One of the other things that was so fun to watch about year round and pretty much all week was how much you were shaping the ball. You're being really creative with some of the shots, using that Tour BX mindset ball, which is the Bridgestone ball you play. What goes into trusting your equipment in situations like the Scottish Open where you're not playing a ton of link style golf?
Yeah, I think it's really important. It's the golf ball is probably the most important thing in the bag for me. I mean, it's the one you hit every single club with, and I've gotten really comfortable with the golf ball over the last couple of years, and I think around the greens, especially, it was, you know, I was able to get spin in spots where I would say a lot of other guys that weren't able to, and I was just really comfortable with it in the wind, and uh, it, I've gotten really used to how it flies in the wind, and it really flies great. Doesn't get hit as much as other guys' balls, and I just am very comfortable with it, and I think it's obviously helped my game a lot.
Well, certainly comfortable considering you shot a 61 on Friday, shooting the course record. What were some of those big tee shots or touchy shots around the greens that you were able to pull off to shoot such a low round?
Yeah, I think like you said, my ball control with flighting shots was really good. I mean, I think of one shot on 13 on Friday where I was trying to hit like a low draw 8 iron off a slope and trying to let it feed in, and um and it reacted perfectly. I think there's just a lot of those kind of shots where I expect the ball to do what I'm seeing, and it does that. And it's a good feeling when you have confidence in that situation.
One thing that's super neat about your two wins is they've both been the week before two majors. So last year was the PGA and this year is the Open Championship. What have you learned in managing the roller coaster of a ride after winning a tournament and then having to reset and prepare for a major that next week?
Yeah, I definitely didn't do as well the first time with it. There was just a lot that was thrown on my plate. I feel like now I'm a little bit more prepared for what's coming, and um, I'm definitely gonna, allow myself to relax and chill and catch up. I mean, it winning takes a lot out of you. So I'm gonna take my rest day today and get back after it tomorrow and kind of ease into the week and really try not to overdo it. It's so exciting when you're at a major and the energy levels are high, but it's really easy to just be at the course all day and practice too much and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to be on the course a little bit more this week than the range and just and just enjoy it.
When it comes to preparation, what were some of the takeaways to link style golf coming off of the Renaissance Club that you will bring into playing Royal Port Rush this week?
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a different type of links golf. I've never been to Ireland. Actually, just look outside and it's pouring rain. So I mean, we got amazing weather last week. It was windy and it was really firm. So I think this week will probably not be as firm, but I'm sure we'll get more conditions like rain, wind, and stuff like that. So I'm definitely expecting a different type of golf, not as much bounciness and rolling around, but still gonna, flighting the ball is gonna be a major part of this week. And I haven't seen the course yet, but I can just, that's what you're gonna have to do going into an open.
After winning the Scottish, who were some of the first people that you called and spoke with?
I talked to my dad first. It was kind of funny. Everyone was kind of in different areas. My dad was home. My mom was in Maryland, brother in Chicago, and my sister was at school. So I kind of talked to my dad first, and I talked to my girlfriend. Um, and then I tried to call my mom, and she didn't answer me. And then we had a big group FaceTime afterwards once I got back to the hotel. So that was cool.
That's so awesome. A lot of FaceTimes for you. Well deserved. Thank you so much, Chris. Congratulations on the big win at the Genesis Scottish Open. Thank you so much for taking the time the day after your victory to chat with Team Bridgestone, and good luck at the Open Championship this week.
You got it. Thank you.